your view of the current reported abductions? We've had 2 of them. What view do you take of that?
Well, I mean, when you have impunity, of course, it's going to continue. Because if the people who've been doing the abductions, or the unit that does the abductions, remains in place, and they know that whether they know I'm the abductor or not, nothing is going to happen to me, they'll continue doing that. And so impunity is our biggest problem.
What view do you take of there's some people who think there's a third force. There's some people who think there's a rogue element. There's some people who think that it's organized within the state. Where do you stand as far as those 3 are concerned?
The current abductions are not different from the ones that happened before.
Okay.
They are not, if there's a third force, it means there's always been a third force. But if there's a third force and you know who are in the third force, why not deal with them? I mean, it would be a sad indictment on our law enforcement agents if they say they cannot investigate and find out who are in the third force. So my view is this is part of an organized process that has been there for as long as I can remember. And its members know that they are not subject to the law because they have protection. If there is a third force, it is a third force within the system, and the system must then deal with it, because it would mean me and you are not safe if our law enforcement cannot find who is doing this.
None of us is safe,
Yeah,
really.
nobody can be safe if they can't find who the abductors
What's
are.
the intention?
You'll see that they will not come and abduct someone who's quietly going about their business. You will see that all those who have been abducted have been prominent in speaking out, you know. So clearly that it is an orchestrated abduction is without doubt. The intention is to say to you and me, if you do what Gonyet does and, you know, clothe it with satire, you could very well be part of this. If you think you'll stand up for doctors and be the Dr. Magombe, you could very well be abducted. So fewer and fewer people will want to be the face of any struggle. Fewer and fewer people will want to stand up and say, no, we won't have this. This is not how things should be done. We all have rights. You know, if you are an employee, you have labor rights that entitle you to withdraw your labor. You shouldn't be abducted for leading that.
Are you worried of being abducted? There's been attempts to get you back to Swaziland. Are you worried about that at all?
Well, nobody knows who's going to get abducted when. If I went about looking over my shoulder, then I simply wouldn't be able to do the work. My view is that what will be, will be. When it will happen, how it will happen, it's completely out of my hands. If there's one thing I can't change is when, how, and by whom. By whose hand I will die. I can't change that. So I can't go about my life looking over my shoulder because I'm scared that someone might abduct me. If they want to abduct me, yeah, sure.